Hi guys, Tom here, Man City Fan TV. Hope everybody's well. I am presenting the post-match reaction to Cheltenham 1, Manchester City 3. A very difficult but good result in the end. We're going to talk about your opinions tonight, see what everybody's saying, and we can discuss what went well for us, what needs to be improved, and how we can adapt that for obviously the next round, which is Swansea away. I'll just get into some of your comments at first. Let's see who we got. We have got Addy. Squeaky bum time for a few. Yeah, it was indeed. It was indeed. Andy Blue Moon. Hi guys, hope you're safe and well. Got the result in the end. Foden outstanding. Mendy poor. Says it when you have to bring on Diaz and Cancelo, who set up Foden goal. Cheltenham better side. We was lucky tonight. Yeah, we were indeed, Andy. Cancelo and Diaz, as soon as they came on, and Gundogan as well, they both did a really good job when they came on. Kurt says, hi Kurt, hope you well, mate. Made that difficult, didn't we? Foden, pure class. He sure was. He sure was. Scott Williams is on. Evening Blues. Big credit to Cheltenham. Foden, once a blue, always a blue. Dragged us over the line. As for some of them, I will keep my powder dry. Adam Quinn's on. Hi, boys. Up the Blues. Hope you well, Adam. Levi Greenwood's on. Hi, Martin. It's Tom tonight, Levi. I'm presenting tonight, just me. Andy Blue Moon says... Ben Tozy, outstanding for Cheltenham. Best thing about City performance was firework display, lol. It was a good firework display, to be fair. I hadn't seen a game stop for I've never seen a game stop because of fireworks for a few minutes. So that was very odd. Peter Curry's on. Now that's what you call a cup tie. Fair play to them. They pushed us all the way. Tozo was brilliant for them. He was a very good player. Very impressed and good thrower as well. Very good throw of the ball. The last person I seen throw a ball out was Rory Delap. Jack Lee's on. Good evening, Blues. First thing I'd like to say is that Cheltenham were brilliant, especially defensively. Yeah, they were very, very good. And Jackie says, I thought Foden was class and got us out of jail tonight. Yeah, along with Diaz, Cancelo and Gundogan as well. Won't be long. There we go. I won't go through the Oh, we're back. That was odd. Are we still on? Yeah, we are. Can't get rid of this comment. There we go. It's our position. Foden. Yeah. Charlie Everett says, well, that was easy win. Not good job at the end onto West Brom in midweek. Exactly. We only just played West Brom about a few weeks ago, so we need to turn that around and get the win in that, really. West Brom will be tough at the Hawthorns. Man City Fan TV. So this is Andy. Phew, it was always coming as they tired, but some very subpar performances from one or two so-called star players. Yeah, it certainly was. Chris Baker's on. Hope you well, Chris. Gabby one goal. Exactly. That's what we like to see. Scott says great stuff. Here she said, I'd sell many for a Tesco's meal deal. I wouldn't want a Tesco's meal deal for him. I'd at least want an M&S meal deal. Phil Foden, the Beast, says, it's Marty, it's me, it's Ghosty. Oh, it's Ghosty Grays here. Was disappointing when they scored, and after that, I made a promise whoever scores the first goal to level the game will change my name to him. Fair enough. Phil Foden is the man you've changed your name to. Chris Baker, Cancelo made a big difference when he came on. He certainly did. I'll get into Joao a little bit. I'll get into Joao a bit later. Who else we got on here? Tom Betts says, brilliant professional performance today, wax Liverpool and all that jazz jokes. That was agonising. Mendy out, Mahrez out, Garcia out, all absolutely horrifically bad. They certainly were. Charlie should have seen all the United fans. Yeah, exactly. When they were ringing and texting you, Charlie, I ignored all of them that were saying it, and then just wait till full time, and then that's when you reply to them all. I didn't reply to any of them. I didn't even look at it, to be fair. But yeah, Charlie Everett says, "Ooh, Tom presenting. I certainly am." Sean's on. Hi, oh well, Sean. Noah Pearson's on. Evening. No, Noah says that was a scare for you. It certainly was. Very tough. Carl's on. Hope you well, Carl. We need to talk less about the performance and more about Phil Foden. It was this, we were talking about Leo. Exactly. Charlie Everett says, hi, Carl. Kamal Dwight says, hi, guys. Hope you're well. Kamal. PS4 Kip says, evening. Charlie Everett says, we should have scored in the first 25 seconds. Yeah, we should have done. Abby Michaels says, we need to be more aggressive. We do indeed. Addy says, John Stones has taught me never to write off a play completely, but I don't want to see Mendy in a City shirt for a long time. I think there's a lot of people that will say that, to be honest with you. No person, I'll be right back. Oh, okay, no worries. We'll be still here when you're back after your Cocoa Pops. No, don't worry. We'll still be here. Neil Handstock's on. We got lucky today. Maris needed to spend some time on the bench, and that's being kind. It certainly is. Certainly is. Let's see who else we've got. The Sir Blues on. Hope you're well, mate. Hi, Tom, the future football pundit. Fingers crossed. We can see what happens, eh? We can see what happens. Renners, Mendy, Laporte, Garcia, Mike. Yes, there were. Although Jesus got his goals, so we can't be too critical on him. But I can agree with the other four, that's for sure. Who else we got on? Tom Betts says, don't want to sound knee-jerk, but some of these players are terrible week in and week out, and now finally need to be moved on. We need a striker so badly it's unreal. Maybe a loan this month. We could see. We see. You know, it's a big thing that because there was an incident where there was a goal scoring opportunity where Jesus ran through, and any striker would have really taken that and scored. But you know, we'll see. We definitely need one. It's massive that now. It is massive. Leonard London says Pep will play a good 11 in the next round. He definitely will. He'll learn from his mistake, especially making 10 changes. 100%. But we'll go into the review, the lineup and, you know, the goals and stuff like that once I've nearly got through all the comments. Shedders is on. If anyone was in doubt to why Mendy and Maris need to move on, watch the game again. Completely agree. Phil Foden, your beast says, and Tom Cancelo, what a dribbler. And a stunning cross, exactly. You know, he did really well. You know, but he did really good. I was impressed with him. But like there was a stat that says, you know, Ruben Dias came on the 68th minute, and by the 83rd minute, we were 2-1 up. You know, when he came on, we were class. When Cancelo came on, we looked even better. And we've obviously Gundogan. They were the three men who I must say, other than Bernardo, you could possibly argue, and Stonesy, are in the top 5 performers of this season. You know, they've played really well. Obviously Kevin, but Kevin's another level above everybody else, isn't he? Give it a thumbs up, guys. Yeah, that'd be much appreciated, guys. You give us a thumbs up. You know, it's the first Saturday night show from Tom, so you best give it a nice like. Jamie Short's on. Hi, Tom. Hi, Jamie. Nice work, Tom. Enjoy your presentation. Thank you, Carl. Thank you. Blue Moon's on. As soon as Cancelo came on, the goals started to come. What a great player. He certainly is. Ocean Rage, hope you're well, mate. That was Cheltenham's match of the century, let's be honest. They played very well. They played very, very well. Man City fan says, Man City FanTV, do you think Liverpool will win tomorrow? I couldn't care less, to be honest with you, because we don't have them in the next round, so who knows what will happen. But either way, it'd be interesting to see what happens. If anything, we could sort of maybe, you know, it's a good question that I might come into that a bit later. Very good question. Remind me about that later. If we have a bit of time, I'll tell you my decision on that. Cancelo's a monster. He certainly is. Kamal Dwyer says Laporte was shocking today. Yeah, we'll sort of do a little review. We're not going to do a player ratings, but I'm sort of going to go through the squad, and you can sort of give me your, you know, we could say a sentence about each player. Or something like that, or we can have it. I'll give you my opinions, and you can tell me if you agree about it. Because player ratings is tomorrow. Stephen Dempster says Mendy had a great first half, unlike Maris, who was crap from beginning to the end. He was. Blue Moon FC says Tommy Doe's delivery looked great. Look forward to seeing him progress. He's a young player, you know. There's a lot of progress there, you know. We have to look at how long Foden took to, you know, get in. Lankow said 456 on. Hope you're well, mate. Evening, Tom. You're probably doing better than me. My local side, Birmingham, just lost 3-0 to St Johnstone in the Scottish Cup semi-final. Oof. Must have been disappointing that then. Let's see who else we got on. Oh, Dupe's on. He's with a strong statement. Mari's got to go. He certainly has. Who knows anyway? We'll see. We'll go into that. Anyway, and before I get into it, Abdallah Al-Ami says, It was a performance regardless of the score. Realistically, shouldn't have conceded in the first place. Yeah, very true, but it was a good throw-in, and they scored. So it's the magic of the FA Cup. So yeah, going on to 4:30 today, we saw the lineup, which was Zach Steffen, Taylor Howard-Bellis, Laporte, Mendy, Garcia, Fernandinho, Tommy Doyle, Foden, Mahrez, Jesus, and Torres. Now, I must say, when I did see that lineup, I was a bit shocked. You know, you have to look at you know, how many changes we made. You know, we made 10 changes to the Villa game. You know, Foden was the only man who got to stay in. I understand that, you know, we'd taken, obviously we're going to a League Two side, but you know, it's still a big game. You know, you can't deny that, you know, it wasn't a big game. I always said from the beginning of this week that, you know, they will cause us problems. And it is a big game. It's a massive game for them. It was a massive game for them. So they were going to show what they were about. And, you know, you look at that and that's what happened. They turned up well. Halftime stats, you know, it was 0-0. A bit of an annoying half. Obviously, we had the 8 shots. We had 5 on target. Mendy's was the Mendy's volley, which was cleared off the line superbly, was probably the only spark of the first half, other than the fireworks that stopped the game for 5 minutes. But other than that, you know, 66% possession, 34 to them. You know, they had 3 shots, 1 on target. You know, they had that. They could have scored within the first 20 seconds. But obviously, you know, they didn't. I'll just take a drink 1 second, guys. Yeah. 3 corners each. They had 4 offsides to our 1 and then 1 yellow card to our 0 at halftime. So at halftime, I was annoyed that we couldn't really finish chances, annoyed that we weren't converting much, and slightly annoyed at the fact that, you know, we seemed a little bit off at the fact that we were playing a League Two side, and we should have really grasped that, you know, it was a big game for them. But, you know, at halftime, there's always stuff to improve, and luckily it did after a little blip. Obviously, they scored from that long throw-in. It was one of those goals really where we could have defended a little bit better, but you can't really argue with it because we should have picked up our men and they utilised it. And, you know, I guess if we can look back on it now we've won 3-1, it was probably nice for maybe if there was an outcome for them, they scored first, they got a celebration because they went 1-0 up. But I'd much rather, obviously, as win 3-0. But, you know, if there's one little thing they get out of it, they scored first, didn't they? But yeah, Andy Boomer says, Tom, the Jamie Redknapp for Man City Fan TV. I'd like to think so. I would like to think so. Although saying that, Micah Richards had his flat cap on tonight, and so did Alan Shearer. So, you know, we're all getting in the flat cap club, that's for sure, with Alan and Ross last night as well. Jack Lee says, with Foden on, yeah, I'm not worried about Kev being out. Neither am I, to be honest. Sean Fogarty said, Cheltenham Town left back got the better of Riyad Mahrez. He certainly did. He really did. And that's the thing, really, you know, you have to look at stuff. You know, they did really well. I was really impressed with them from a League Two perspective as well. Let's have a look. Tom's on the Ribena. I'm actually not. I'm on the Copperberg Strawberry and Lime Addy. It's a very nice one. We picked up the wrong one in the shop. I was supposed to go for the summer fruits one, but we've got a strawberry and lime one. It is quite nice. But yeah, a cider review. Andy Bloomer says, glad Jesus scored, confidence was low. Yeah, hopefully it gets him to score a few more. Now he's got he could have scored a few, but I'm glad he has scored. Kiam's on, hope you well, mate. Easy win, never in doubt. Keep up the great work, Tom. Cheers, Cam. I hope you all well in Canada. Hope you're all good. Phil Foden, Carl, Tom, our long passes were really poor today. Yes, they were. I don't know why we sort of went for that tactic in the first half. We tried to play diagonal balls with Laporte to Mahrez, and then when Bellis had it, he passed it along, and it was a little bit stressful at times because they knew exactly what we were doing. I thought their centre-back Tozier was absolutely brilliant. Obviously, he got that throw-in, but he seemed to just get every single throw-in. Not every single throw, every single long ball. And his the left back also was in a mind of his own and managed to get every single long ball. And they seemed to utilise that. And it was only since, like I said, Cancelo, Diaz and Gundogan came on that we sort of started to play our football. And that is when we turned it around and we started playing well. But the thing like that is, you know, they had the chances as well. You know, we can't deny that. They could have had a few more. There was a few times where I thought they could have scored a few more, but Zach Steffen played another good game tonight as well. Noah Pearson says, it seemed like DS made the team and defence more confident when he came on. Yeah, he makes it more calm, Noah. That's one thing I've seen the most. He's very calm and influenced under the ball. And, it showed that. I know when I saw in the back when they scored, he was the one clapping at the sidelines, trying to get him going again, even though he wasn't on the pitch, which just shows. And like I say, if we wanted that Vinny Company replacement, it's obviously not the same level as Vinny as of yet, but he can definitely get there. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. Kiam says, nobody can now argue about Mahrez. I told you all a year ago he has to go. In the words of Claude, it's time to go, isn't it, Kiam? That's what you were saying to everybody. We had a big jump in the comments there. What we got? Guys, hit the like for Tom. Thank you. I appreciate the Child Blue. Fingers crossed we can get a few likes. That'd be nice. Is Salah better than Mahrez? I'd say Salah. I think every Man City fan would say Salah over Mahrez, to be honest with you, unless there's a Mahrez loving. That's definitely for sure. Leonard London, Cancelo going forward is very good. He is, isn't he? I'm really impressed with him. Like I say, I've been a big fan of him, and he changed the match today. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, it's because Tom loves Cancelo," but I'm just speaking facts. He was the man who changed it. He got that brilliant crossing for Foden, and he created the nice through ball to Gundogan to square it to Torres for the third, and that put the game beyond their doubt, beyond anybody's doubt really, and secured the round 6 tie away at Swansea for us. SOS 2907. After only 80 minutes, one player out of the starting 11 came out with any credit, and that was Foden. Exactly, and it just shows you, doesn't it? It just shows you. The one person who stayed in from Villa was the man who got the biggest respects. Stephen Dempster, their goal wouldn't have been given if VAR would have been used. And probably right there, but it's the magic of the FA Cup. You go to teams from League 2, League 1, National League sometimes, and because we're the Premier League, we won't have it again at Swansea. It's sort of good to work for the players to realise that video assistant referee isn't there. It's based on how you play and how the referee's performance is. And that is sometimes a good little wake-up call for certain players and certain teams, because, it's like the good old days of playing where you weren't saved by a technology system. People could score sloppy goals, and just because they were offside by a fingertip, it's offside now. Whereas before, it was utilised to look like, it's your fault, You see that in the lower leagues, and I think that's what sort of played to their advantage. You sort of a lot of the Premier League teams sort of sit back if they think an offside's occurring now, and that's also another thing to wake up because you have to sort of play it as if VAR isn't a thing all the time, because if you play like that, the more chance you're going to utilise your goals and obviously not dive as well. Who else? What else is people saying here? Let's have a look. Tom said it was a master's game last week. Everybody roasted him, as did Martin, but today showed he was right. Give the lads some credit, just because you're a young fan and didn't see us when tripe. I know, Tom. Like I was saying in the Q&A the other week when I did one, I said I've obviously I've seen different things over the time I've supported City. I've seen some bad stuff, but I've not seen all the bad things. But I've seen a little bit, and I've always been brought up, and I've always seen every single game as a big game, and that's what you need to do. The magic of the FA Cup is anybody could beat anybody, and especially when you're going to a League 2 side, people think that it's Man City, including our own fans, have said over the last week it's not a big game, bits and bobs, and all that sort of stuff, and people laughed at me, but I was correct. It was a massive game for them, which made it harder for us because they're back at Oldham on Tuesday night, back to League 2 football. They're 7th in the league. Their chance was to try and prove to the world or everybody in English football that they could try and beat us. And for 15-20 minutes they were in the front and they were controlling, and it nearly worked off. But luckily we have the I'm just happy that people realise that I wasn't talking rubbish in the end, and a little bit of decency and respect for an opponent who's obviously something like 76 places below you isn't too far fetched. You always have to respect the opponent, and that's what it's everybody's a big team. Anybody lower than you is a bigger team. That's how I see it. So congratulations to Cheltenham for giving us a good game, because they did really give us a good game, and fair play, because they didn't get smashed. That's the thing, they didn't get smashed, so fair play. Chris Beck, I know you have your top lad, that's why. King of the says Tom is in control. I certainly am. Shedders won. Today made me realise how much VAR is ruining the game. Exactly, Laporte was complaining about a decision, but welcome to real football, Emerick Laporte. That's what real football shows. Passion and decisions that sometimes might not go your way, and like I say, you're not saved by a computer system that sometimes still gets it wrong. Give shot Tom over Martin. Hey, I'm glad for those opinions, but Martin's still a good host. I'm not doubting that. Tom Betts says Garcia's slight centre back medium to light fat could push him over. Monsieur Blue says, Tom, which team to play next? I'm presuming you mean which team we play in the FA Cup, and if not, if you mean the Premier League, we play in the Premier League, West Brom away, and then if you're talking about the FA Cup, Swansea away. So there won't be any VAR in that game either. But yeah. King of the Assist, Tom, Pep should have started Sterling from the start, might have scored in the first half. Yeah, but like we say, a lot of people are talking about, different players who are in form should be dropped. And, when I did the player ratings the other night, Sterling got a 5 and everybody else was higher than him, and he was the lowest player. So maybe that was the reason why. I was shocked Bernardo didn't start, but when you've just got the news Kevin De Bruyne is going to be out for six weeks, and Sergio's got COVID, you need to keep the players that are most important to you safe, even though it was a big game. And, it was just another example of how important Bernardo, Stones, Diaz, Cancelo, Gundogan are to the club and are to our team this season, because they're the guys in the next six weeks who have got to show the big games like Liverpool, Man United, Spurs, and Mönchengladbach as well. Kevin's not in for that game either. The first leg of the Champions League, that they are here to stay, and we can do it out, after even with Kevin De Bruyne injured. It's important to just show that. Alec Johnson quadruple back on. It certainly is. And he also says Cancelo, Gundogan and Foden class. They were, and so was Diaz. And Mahrez's garbage. We could have just put them 3 things up, and I agree the majority of the people would probably agree with you. What's my view on Mahrez? I believe Mahrez was arrogant today. I think he was very lazy. I was surprised that he didn't go off. But, I'm not going to slate any players too much because we've just won 3-1. I'm not the sort of guy to come on and tear players apart. It's constructive criticism, and he's done some good stuff for us this season so far. But it was a poor one from him today, and the debate that people are saying he should get sold possibly could be true. Out of everybody that I've seen this season, he's probably the man that you probably would put in a deal to get someone big, such as maybe Haaland or something like that. Let love lead. Manchester City definitely winning all the trophies this season because we are more than capable of winning trophies with the best squad in the world at our disposal. Go City, go Blues, best of luck. Exactly, we've got a good squad, We just need to remember that we can't sort of take things for granted, and hopefully it's a little bit of a wake-up call for the next round at Swansea, which was also a tough game in the last time we played them in the FA Cup, where we just won 3-2. So, anything can happen. Anything can happen, that's for sure. Shedders won. Come on, guys. Tim, give Tom a thumbs up. Only half to like. Exactly. Let's hope so. Hello, everyone. Enjoying the vlog. Well done, Tom. We're all modding. Thanks, Kurt, for modding as well. Yeah. Cheers, guys, for modding. I appreciate it. You all do a good job. I appreciate it. Jamie Short says, when's Aguero's isolation over? That is still not to be. It's not to be confirmed yet, because it all depends on if he puts back a positive or a negative COVID test the next time. And obviously, we look at different things. I think Ronaldo, he got COVID, and he didn't send back a negative test for 3 or 4 weeks after he got tested positive. So we might not see Aguero for a month. Maybe it just depends how long it is until he recovers fully and feels right to come back. Because like a lot of players have said, it takes a lot out of them, this COVID. And obviously, Sergio was quite tired and quite ill in the first few days, according to Pep. So hopefully, fingers crossed for we can see him back sooner rather than later. But like I said the other night as well before, Sergio's health is the best thing that we're hoping for. I'd rather see him fully, recovered and well back in training for a few weeks than, still being off. That's for sure. Harry Kemp says Benjamin needs a slap. Maybe he does. Phil Foden, I still remember that game where we were 2-0 down against Swansea and Bernardo scored a belter, then Aguero show. Exactly, that's what I was saying just before. Last time we played them, it was a tough game, and that was without VAR as well. So, there's a lot of things in the FA Cup that make it magical because, it's all football. There's no controversy. And if there is controversy, it's just an error and a human error, and humans make mistakes. So, that's what's so good about it. And, it's nice to play the lower league sides when it's a little bit more difficult. Phil Foden, Tom, I know you won't slag him off, but where's the commitment you need, the passion to win, not giving shit place when it wins a challenge against you? I agree. Don't you worry. I agree. But like I've always been, it's constructive criticism with all players, and I presume you're on about Mahrez there, and he was poor tonight. I must agree. He was by far the worst player on that pitch other than Mendy for us tonight. He didn't put a tackle in. He gave the ball away. He kept complaining. And I think there was an incident in the first half where he looked at one of their players as if he was looking down on them, and that really did wind me up a little bit because every player plays football in professionally for a reason. Whether you play for Cheltenham, Leeds, Bradford, Huddersfield, City, Arsenal, Wolves, anybody, they're all playing for sport because they've got there. And no matter what level you're at, doesn't mean that you're better than them. You all play the sport that everybody loves. Everybody that plays football loves the sport. So, I don't know why people don't respect players who are a little bit lower down. But honestly, I agree with that decision. Your opinions on Mahrez tonight, because he was very poor. Tom Betts says, about 8 Cheltenham players played the game of their lives. They will go home angry and happy, I imagine. Yeah, exactly. Happy that they gave us a very good game, but obviously disappointed maybe they could get a better result out of it. It's one of them with lower league sides, they're always expected not to win. So when they do win, it's a big story. But they were in the game and took the lead. So they will be looking at on a point is how did we not keep it tight at the back and keep the 1-0 lead. Whereas sometimes if it's a 3-0 or 4-0, they're happy that they've maybe, played well for a little time, kept it tight and not conceded too many. But with them scoring first, I can understand what you mean about them going home angry tonight, and also happy because obviously they gave us a very good game. Man City fan says, sell Mendy for 15 mil. Be lucky if we get that, to be honest. Thumbs up, everyone. Thank you, Blue Moon. Tom Betts says, I honestly think Mahrez had something in his contract that he has to play a certain amount of games when fit. With his level of performance and level of play, makes no sense he should get so many minutes. Yeah, it's very true that. It's very true. It's one of them with Mahrez. He's not playing well at the moment, and that's why he hasn't been playing regularly. And like I say, he had his chance today to come in and play well, and he's blown it. So I won't be surprised not seeing him for a few weeks in the Premier League. Alec Johnson says, Gundogan brilliant. He was indeed. Absolute legend, Gundogan at the moment. The first thing you have to achieve against lesser opposition is to match them for effort. After that, quality should prevail. Exactly. Physicality for the lower league sides, physicality is their strongest point because, I think there was a tackle one of their defenders put in on one of our lads. I think it was Tommy Doyle in the first half, and he got the ball but took him out. And it was obviously the Premier League referee that Stuart Atwell that gave the free kick. I can imagine in League 2 that wouldn't have been given because, it's much more physical down in the lower leagues because, there's not much, there's the standards of playing, like you say, the quality is different down there. So the physicality is one of their biggest highs. Addy says some of those tackles from Cheltenham players were disgusting. Some of them were, but some of them were just tackles to sort of get into the players and show them that they were playing well, Sometimes for them teams like Neil said, and like, we said, like I've just said, you need to match them for effort. So when we started putting in a few more tackles, when we started playing our football, that's when the class, the table turned then. Whereas before, they were beating us in the air, they were beating us to every single ball, and that was the little bit of difference. Tom Bates says, what's your views on Torres? Apart from his goal, I forgot he was on the pitch. Am I not going to get on his case? But he wasn't that good today. No, he wasn't. He wasn't at all. But, we can see what happens with him. But I agree with that. He was very quiet other than the goal. But, fair play for getting the goal. He was in the right position. He put the game beyond any doubts then. Neil well said it exactly. Very, very good point from Neil. Man City Fan TV. Addy typical British football. It certainly is. It certainly is. It's nice to see some tackles like that sometimes. It just gets the game going a little bit more. Hal Stow says Cheltenham Town were awesome. That Azaz player and that Alfie May. Wow. And that Tozer. We were 10 minutes away from the biggest FA Cup shock ever. It would have been a big shock, but it's the magic of the FA Cup. Leeds lost the other week to whoever they lost against, Crawley, I think it was, so that was another upset, Premier League side, League Two side, they lost. So, and, Charlie nearly beat Wolves the other night as well. That was close. So, each game's different in the FA Cup. It's the magic of the FA Cup, and a lot of people say that's lost, but tonight was just another example of how it's still there. It is still there that, League Two Cheltenham can come and give a game to City and, get the same result as Chelsea did against us. It's just the magic of the FA Cup, really. Lachelle Blue says a lot of City contribution financially to Cheltenham Club. Yeah, exactly. It was nice to see that, and I also saw that was Boyle, Tom, who attacked Doyle. Yeah, that was it. Boyle. Yeah, Boyle on Doyle. We're having a laugh in one of our Man City group chats. Well, not a laugh, but a shocking tackle from Boyle on Doyle. Just a little joke we were having. Patrick Plays says, more than anyone else, Mendy is the one I won't miss, which is sad. He had such promise. Foden, though, man, that guy carried that team today. He certainly did. With the help of Cancelo, Diaz, Gundogan, when they came on, they were the men who got us the win tonight, and that's what you can't deny. And it just shows you, what do you have to look at the other players, the big players that are in that squad, What is it? What's the future for them as well? Because it was a lot of them. It was the chance to come in and play and prove that they were a good players, and still fighting for those positions. And not a lot of them showed that today, which was a shame. Bet we get fined for fireworks. Alec Johnson, exactly. We probably will. To be fair, it wouldn't surprise me. They were very good, though. I must say. I think there was a picture, quite a funny one. Of Diaz and Stones laughing at the fireworks. Then when they stopped, they started clapping. It was quite funny. Charlie Everett says Cheltenham manager Michael Duff gave Pep Guardiola a bottle of wine at the end of the game after picking his brains. Duff, maybe we've stepped out of the racecourse's shadow for 5 minutes. Exactly, they played well. Fair play to him. He seemed like a good manager, and all the best to them for this season in League Two. Hopefully they do okay, because if they play like that, I can't see why they can't finish top. What an awesome game from a Cheltenham fan. Hal, I must say, mate, being a Cheltenham fan, well done on tonight's performance, mate. And all you guys who support Cheltenham, obviously, I don't know many Cheltenham fans, but honestly, from a Man City fan's point of view, well done on giving us a good game tonight. You were very good, so credit to you guys, and all the best this season. And if you get promoted, I'll be hoping, if you ever get into the playoffs or something like that, I will be hoping you guys come up, because you are a very, very good footballing side. So yeah, all the best. Literally best moment of 2020. I'm glad it is. That's what it's about. Super AF says incredible determination from Tozer, especially that header off the line. Far too passive from City initially. Get rid of Mendy, get a striker. Very true. We need a striker, and Mendy's probably the one to go out of the door, 100%. Anyone else seeing Liverpool fans anywhere? No, it's very quiet, isn't it? Addy says, don't think we are going to see that same backline in a long time. No, I don't think we will. Stones and Diaz will be back in. House Star says, cheers to all Man City fans and good luck in the season. You too, mate. You too. Tom Betts says, I also want to mention our Algerian fans are a disgrace. I made a comment about Mahrez and got DMs of death threats and talking about my kids. Oh, honestly, that shouldn't be in football just because you have an opinion on a player. So I'm sorry you've had to deal with that, Tom. One voice Man City fan. Lots of love hearts in blue and City, City, City. Indeed, indeed. Addy says the second Diaz came on, the leadership and organisations he brought to the defence was huge. It certainly was. It certainly was. One voice, mcfcfantv, is one of our own. Exactly. I think we've got this. I think we've got this chant starter in here. Where is Brian Kidd, Tom? Funnily enough, I don't know that. I don't know whereabouts he is. It's a good question. That I'd have to try and find that out for next week's show for next Thursday. I'll try and find out, Mark, for you. Hal Stowe says also Phil Foden needs to be in England squad immediately. Yeah, I think he will, Hal. I think obviously the next international break, I think he'll be back in. He run the shop against Iceland, so fingers crossed he can get his chance at the Euros next summer. And it would be exciting to see, even though a lot of people gave him criticism the other night, Grealish and Foden, and maybe Maddison as well. We've got an exciting future with that team, so fingers crossed we can get far in that competition, in the Euros. King of assists, Messi is definitely coming to the Etihad. I'm not getting into that debate, but fingers crossed. Commentary on TV is so anti-City, BT, BBC, TalkSport, etc. Awful. Yeah, it is. The worst was the other night, though, against Aston Villa. It was, I can't remember the name of the guy. It was the assistant commentator, the co-commentator, but he was disappointed when Villa didn't make an attack. It was ridiculous. We got a super chat from Sean Fogarty. Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate that. I'll subscribe to you. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. Come back next week, Thursday. I'll be doing a little review on all the games we've done so far this season. I'm on every Thursday usually, so if you'd like to come back then, and I'll bring you guys up and compare you to some of the teams we played in the Premier League, because you gave us a much bigger fight than Palace did the other week. That's for sure. Alec Johnson, Cheltenham would beat the Rags. Yeah, probably would, to be fair. I was saying that the Rags are doing all right this season. We can't deny that. They're up there with us this season. Phil Foden Beast, Halstor, big up your team, mate. You gave everything they did. Shedders, well done to you, Hal. You should be proud of your performance. Good luck to the rest of the season. Exactly. Christmas drink off Tom versus Chris. Chris will probably beat me on that. Although I do like a Jack Daniels or Coke, he influenced me on that. And there you go, Chris. You gave me a telling off the other night. I ain't got work tomorrow. It's a cider tonight, my friend. It was disappointing me the other night when I was only drinking water. So, exactly. There you go. Alex Johnson, I've had it off my wrist. Yeah, it is ridiculous. It is. Sean Fogarty, big up you. Yeah, exactly. He's a good man. Great show, Tom. Better than the match. I try, Alec. I try. I had to give you lots of information or lots of good opinions and try and cheer up the mood after that pretty tough performance. Anyway, Addy says Foden leads them in shots, dribbles, key passes, and through balls at this game. He leads the team in overall goals this season. He certainly does. Phil the Beast. Tom, did you see Owen arguing to Dermot, the ex-ref, after he explained the rule to him? I know you could say he nearly broke down the poor bugger, didn't he? It's disappointing, and even Rio Ferdinand looked very sad. But then Robbie Savage also came back in and just completely put it out of the window and said it was a goal because the rules are the rules. So it was quite funny after that game. Tom Betts, good point about Kid. I'd like to know exactly. I'll try and find out for next week, guys. Obviously, with me being live, I can't really look into it, but I can find out. Or if any of you guys, can search up now and see where he is, then that'll put the little wonder of where he is to bed. But if not, I will definitely try and find it for next week's Thursday show. Tom Betts, good point. Oh, yeah, there you go. Tom Betts is coming again, and he says, Aguero will go in the summer due to FFP. We need to change those Israelis to Haaland, and whoever will be our new striker. Exactly. It's one of them, isn't it? That's just another big topic. Maybe I could bring that up in the next few weeks of who would have to go out, financially, maybe to a couple, accept the big wages of the players that are coming in. Haaland won't be on such a big wage because he's very young at the moment. Maybe just below Aguero in sort of like the wage category, So we'll see. Let Love Lead says, new signing, John Stones is currently the best defender in the world. We conceded because he didn't play the game tonight. Go City. Manchester is blue forever. It certainly is. Johnny is a big man, a big leader at the moment, alongside Diaz. Stonesy was the one that was saved. And, Diaz was the man who came in and did a job this evening to obviously help Laporte and Garcia and everybody like that out, really, which was good to see. It was good to see. And as for Johnny, he's absolutely brilliant this year. And it just shows you that's the first goal we've conceded. And look who wasn't in the team when we didn't, when we obviously conceded Stones and Diaz and Cancelo and, Zinchenko as well, if we're going to throw in the full back four anyway. Tom Betts says, on Sky Sports commentary on the app, they actually said, dry your eyes, City fans. They don't even hide their bias anymore. TV is like fan cams now. No impartiality. No, exactly. I can't believe they said that, to be honest. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Dry your eyes. Well, we dried our eyes and we won 3-1, so it's not all bad. Hey, Addy says, right, guys, I've got to go and finish work. It's nice chatting to you all. Thank you, Tom, for hosting for us. Insightful and helpful as always. Up the Blues. Cheers, Addy. Hope all your work goes okay, mate, and have a good rest of the evening and enjoy match of the day this evening after you've done your work at 10:30 or wherever it's on, mate. Albie Michael says, all the Mahrez fans will try and defend Mahrez. Exactly, but you can't defend him. That's the thing. You cannot defend a performance when it's not as good. Foden should be on a massive wage. He's a class act. Exactly, Alec. I think the next contract that he gets will be the big decisive one. I reckon he will do. Super AF, only just started watching this form in the last 2 games. You do a really top job. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Obviously, like I say, I was new. Well, I've been on for quite a long time, as everybody knows. But presenting wise, it's my 3rd show presenting, and it's going well. So I hope you're enjoying it, mate. And I hope you are. Let's have a look. My dad's on. Perhaps Kiddo is shielding at the moment. He probably is, Dad, to be fair. You're probably right there. You have to think about he is slightly older than the rest of the group and maybe he's shielding. It's a very good point. I didn't think of that. Blue Moon FC says, John Stones should have started today at the stadium called Johnny Rocks. Exactly. Johnny Rocks. He's solid as a rock this season, so that's a good name for him. That is his stadium at the moment. Uwe Rosler says, Pep brought Ruben on to deal with that long throw. Exactly, Uwe. Patrick's Players says the problem with getting a world class striker is that even if we even get one, we need to get Jesus or our backup striker converting. Haaland or Messi or whoever would not have started tonight. Very true. We need a backup striker who can score goals, and maybe somebody who's a little bit older that doesn't mind sitting on the bench but is reliable to score goals. Is the way that we have to go with that. You have to look at Jesus. Is he as clinical as the likes of Danny Ings or Jamie Vardy? Obviously, I'm just naming names, but you have to look at someone maybe, like Cavani for Man United. He scores goals for him and he's older and he doesn't mind sitting on the bench. And when he plays, he's class and doesn't look any worse than Martial and Rashford and everybody else. So, that's another thing. This is one of the comments of the night because this is so true. Nice to hear Murphy's autobiography throughout the game. I know he kept reading page by page, minute by minute. I think he had 2 uncles that played for Man City. All sorts happened. Michael Feeney says, Tom, they were doing that today on Soccer Saturday about our first goal at Aston Villa. Being wrong, they don't like the rule. Would they have to talk about it as much as if it was Liverpool or Man United? No, it'd have been completely fine. It's the rules. If it was Man United or Liverpool, it would have been. That's what it's like, unfortunately, at the moment, Michael. We can't help it. Tom Betts says, Mendy's, Aguero's, Mahrez's wages a week would be about 500k a week minimum. Does that pay for Messi's wages? We won't get into that, lol. Messi can come another time, Tom. Maybe I'll talk about it in a few weeks to come. Like I say, we can look at who you guys would like to go out, who you want to come in, who would have to go out to bring the players in. We can do a transfer one or maybe close to the summer. We can see what happens. Charlie Everett, 2-0 Villa. Bruce on the sack. Probably so. It wouldn't surprise me. I don't know who they'd bring in, maybe Slaven Bilic or someone like that. But yeah, he's not doing a good job this season, although saying that, the ownership is pretty bad there at the moment. But they started off pretty well, and then it's always seemed to sort of go downhill from there for Newcastle. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Steve Rome says, sell Mahrez. Good to get 2 words, sell Mahrez. The opinion's clear, eh? Uwe Rosler says, Foden must supply him again. What a player we have got for City and England. Exactly. He's a good man. Tom Betts says, can we start a drinking game on Martin's streams? Every time he says wax Liverpool, or it's just opinions, you have to gulp of your beer. You'd be battered after the first half hour. We wouldn't be, because that'd just be the introduction of Martin's streams. You know how it is, lads. Wayne's on, one of my good mates. He sits next to me. Sits just below us at City in our little City group. Great show, Tom. Thanks, Wayne. Hope you're well. Adam Quinn says Aston Villa 2-0 up. Yeah. King of the Assist says Foden should be City captain while KDB gets back. It's a big. It's one of them, really. I don't think it's not a right thing for Foden. That I think if you're going to give it to anybody, if Dino's injured as well, it'd be Diaz. It would be Diaz. I think he's too young at that point. That game was like Wigan in the first cut. It was, but it didn't kick off at half time this time, which was the only difference, and we won. And Will Grigg wasn't there to, smash it in bottom left and knock us out. So it's a little bit better than that Wigan game, that's for sure, Alec. Tom Betts says, when players start going on social media where there's stupid clothes and loads of bling, it's time to get rid as they've lost being humble. Mahrez now does it, and Mendy, etc., etc. Sane did it, and look at him now. Exactly, you want down-to-earth players, and the majority of the players we have are, like Kevin and Diaz and Stonesy. They're all good players, and you want down-to-earth players who are only there to play for the club and not about themselves. You want team players, and that celebration after the United game when we beat him in the semi-final was just a big, big example of that. Ronnie Beaver says, you're rude. Exactly, Ronnie, that is a very good point. He'd be the sort of guy that you could rely on goals, and if we were playing quite a physical side, if we wanted to play the long ball, he'd be able to win them headers, like Dzeko. Imagine if we had Dzeko now, another brilliant person if we had him. That'd have been a really good one. Portugal win the Euros, in my opinion. Well, if England get knocked out, I will be supporting Portugal based on the fact Joao plays for them, eh? I've got a big jump there. Pep bought Jesus, Mahrez and Mendy, three of the worst players in the Premier League. I wouldn't say Jesus is a bad player. I just don't think he's found his right position yet. And Alec Johnson says the media are jealous and worried about us, but watch us fire back at him. Exactly. We'll come back fire. We will be there. We will be doing good this season. Carl says, sell Mahrez, get Messi. Yeah, it would be nice. It would be nice. The rest of the money that we sell Mahrez for, we'll pay for a little bit of his wages. Rafa Benitez has left his role in China. Okay. Wow. Okay. Who knows? Rafa might be coming back to the Premier League to manage Newcastle again. Cheddar says, love to see the tune go down just to see the Tudor implode. That would be quite funny, wouldn't it? Neil Hanstock says, Messi is currently on a big contract at Barca, but that's because he signed it in his prime. He's now 33 and will have to accept a salary that accounts for that. Exactly. I don't think it'll be consistently down because the Premier League's, the money that gets brought in, especially with him being in a bigger league than La Liga, that'll definitely cover it. Sean says, I think Brian Kidd may be working from home because of COVID. Yeah, I think you and my dad are right on that, Sean. Alec Johnson says, bet you Manchester United news this evening will give ratings for Foden a 5. They are awful. Manchester United evening news. That confused me, that, but it's very true. It very is true, that. Diaz is the one, says Mohammed. He is. Mark the Blue, love Dino as captain. So do I. Dino's the man. But obviously when he leaves, it's another big decision that we have to look at. Will it be Kevin? Will it be Ruben Diaz who gets captain? It'll be interesting to see, that's for sure. Uwe Rosler says, Messi's wages are offset by his commercial value to the club, which would be immense. Exactly. Like I say, Uwe, I know it's obviously not the real Uwe, and if it is, you're doing a decent job at Fortuna. I must say that. The amount he'd bring in for a La Liga side as Barcelona, the amount that he's going to bring in for a Premier League side is going to be even more bigger. Look at how many shirt sales he'll get. Players from teams from fans from different teams will be, buying them just as a little, memorabilia of the fact Messi was in England playing. So it'd do good. England will win the Euros. I really hope we do. And probably it'll be the only, to be fair, it'll be the only time we'll win it in about another 50 years. And we'll all be stuck inside watching it in our TVs and we'll be able to celebrate it or something like that, won't it? Joao Cancelo is a game changer, Mohamed says. Mohamed, my friend, he is. What can I say? I've been saying this about Joao for many, many months. And, well, since he first came, I was called delusional midweek by certain people, telling me that Joao Cancelo's only a team player. Not a bad team player, I must say. And I definitely went delusional because we'd have got knocked out of the FA Cup tonight if Cancelo didn't come on and obviously assist Gundogan for that cross to Torres, and they won for Foden. Get Arsenal striker Aubameyang, I think Steve means there. Yeah, it'd be a nice signing, but I don't think Arsenal will let him go. For stupid money, maybe so, but I don't think we're able to get him. Chippy says, good call, Carl. Hope all is well in Washington, buddy. Yeah, hope all is well. I'm happy we are hated by everyone. The hateful, yeah, exactly. Centurion's 100 points. You know, it's good to only, you know, it's nice to see others really sad that we're doing well. Alec Johnson says, who would you buy, Tom, and get rid of? Very good question. I would like to see a striker come in. Definitely Haaland. I'd like to see maybe, if we're going to talk about players going out, Mendy, Mahrez. I think those are the two. Obviously, Garcia will be going out too. But yeah, they're the sort of only people I'd like to see go out, really. Messi coming, hopefully. So if we can get Haaland, then maybe Messi in. Maybe another second choice left back, because I think Cancelo can play left back and Walker. We've got Zinchenko, technically. So we've technically got sort of two on each side. But yeah, maybe another full back, but not spending too much, like 50 million. Just a second choice one who's not, you know, he's happy to just, you know, be on the bench a few times and needed and does a good job when we need him. Jimmy Short says, can Furner's son do a shift in CDM? Hopefully so. Who knows? We might have Furner's son come in and do a good job. Tom Betts, maybe just get Mahrez off the right wing, abysmal. Get him as number 10 for a game and see how he does. I don't see Mahrez leaving due to nobody paying for his wages. A bit like Ozil. Yeah, I'll probably go to somewhere like that. You know, we were discussing the other week about, you know, he'd never get to play in his position because of Kevin De Bruyne. So maybe Mahrez might be put in the number 8 role or where Kevin plays. And maybe that'll be his time. Like Johnson says, Rosler's granddad bombed Old Trafford, 1940s. He certainly did. Abby Michaels says, imagine the kit sales if Messi comes. Exactly, it'll be massive. It will be very big. Tom Betts says, Diaz, our best signing since KDB. Mark my words. More than just a centre-back. He's a leader, organised, he boosts morale, epic signing. He is. If there's one man to replace Vinny Company, Ruben Diaz is your man. Absolute brick. I love him. I do love him. He's unreal. Alec Johnson says, Kane. Possibly so, just depending on the price. I'd rather have Haaland. If we were going to go all out with money for a striker, Haaland would probably be a man, based on age as well. Yeah, exactly. Yes, definitely Kane, King of Assists says, so he agrees. You read my mind, Tom? I certainly do. Maybe I do. Or I'll be, or Alex, sorry. We just have good minds. We just have good minds, eh? Shedders1 says Ake can and should play left back. Yes, when he's fit, we can discuss Ake. I'm not bringing in players that have, you know, we brought him for 40 million and haven't played hardly a game. So it'd be nice to see him get his fitness back. And who knows, maybe he's the answer to our left backs. But he's not got a lot of pace. That's the only thing. With resurrection of John Stones, do you think we should pursue Diop? No, I don't think we need another centre back now. To be honest with you, if anything, maybe a you know, a bit more experienced centre back who doesn't mind being on the bench, or, you know, who does a good job, because we've got our centre back partners, you know, and we've got, you know, you have to remember we've got Laporte and Ake as well. So I don't really see us buying another centre back. I don't think we need it. Villa Battery, Newcastle, they're a good side. Yeah, they are. Mark the Blue says, Dino is our new Vinny, surely. He's not good, Mark. He is, in a way, but if he doesn't get a contract extension, he's out in the summer, so I can't see him being our Vinny. I think Diaz is the man who's going to come Vinny, mate. Sean says, I think we will get to the semi-final or the final of the Champions League. I hope we get to the final and win it, Sean. I really hope so. Do City need height in the team? Probably so. We probably need one of those out-and-out strikers who's about 6'5" for those shocking long balls when we're panicking. But in terms of defence now, we've got Diaz and Stones who are quite tall, and look at how, physically aware they are, and, we've scored a lot of corners and, set pieces with their height and headers. So it's been very interesting with that. And obviously with Rodri as well, he's also a very tall man too. Neil Hansdorf, Leicester's left back Justin is looking very good. Justin probably is. I haven't seen him play, to be fair, but, we need to watch him next time we play. Pardo Oak says Mendy has to go now. He certainly does. He certainly does. Super AF says, is there anybody in the EDS able to come in and defend rather than spend piles more dosh? At the moment, no, it's a work in progress. You'd probably say Taylor Howell Bellis, but he's not fully equipped and, ready. I think obviously that loan spell will hopefully do him well if he does get that loan spell. If not, he can be there for as a backup, but I can't see him coming in to be the big replacement. Say that Stones or Diaz gets injured and Laporte's out or something, and we need that one man to come in and lead the line. I can't see him being the man to do that, unfortunately. Shredder says Diaz future captain. He certainly will be. He certainly will be. Chainsaw's coming out. Right, who's not giving this a thumbs up? Exactly, I know. We can see what. Hopefully, we get a few more thumbs up, Andy. Fingers crossed. Thought Mendy was decent tonight. Yeah, he was all right. He was okay. 79 on and 20 likes. You guys are disappointed. Yeah, that is very disappointing. Said it last night on the FNS. Dzeko is a big miss and never brought a player in. No, we didn't. Unfortunately. We didn't, and that's a shame. It is a shame because he's a good man and he's doing a good job still in Serie A. Legan Sweet says, good result indeed. Ronnie Beavers, done it now. Thank you, Ronnie, for giving it a like. Give it a like for Lynn as well. As everybody knows, the other night Lynn came on and did a nice photo bomb. A nice hello to you all. So we get the likes were high the other night. So I don't know if this shows that you were liking it because of my nan or liking it because of my content. So hopefully we'll see, won't we? Diaz is the one of those elite imports that has such an instant impact. Who else has been as good as this in the Premier League history? Not many. Not many have massive impacts, that's for sure. It's 68 likes, mate. Good. Thanks, Ronnie. Starman. He certainly is. Right then, boys. I hear. Hope all are playing nice. Hit those likes, guys. Wow, that's a big jump. Thanks, guys. Come on, Lynn. Exactly. Lynn's a good one. She does good. That was such a good show the other night. What about the little clubs tomorrow? Rags versus Dippers. Hope they kick the crap out of each other. Exactly. Maybe it's one of them. It's a good job you brought that up because I'll finish on this. What do we want from that? Do we want Liverpool to still be in a cup competition? Yes. Do we want Man United to be out of a cup competition? No. It's one of them at the moment. It's either way, it can work in our impact. Because we want Liverpool to be in a cup competition because I don't think they if they have the Premier League to focus on and all of that, that's where they can sort of turn. But with how United are playing, and United have probably learnt from the mistakes from last weekend, I reckon United will probably beat them. And in a way, that will be good because, United are still in competitions and they sort of concentrating, they are the ones ahead of us at the moment, no doubt about that. Like it for Lynn. Oh, exactly. We have to like it for Lynn, that's for sure. What's up, Martin? It's Ghost here. I don't know what he means by that. I don't know if he means where's Martin, or I don't know what he means. Oh, hi, Martin. Oh, here he is. He's here. Here he is. mcfcfantv. Hope Danny Mills commentates on their game. Danny Murphy. Completely agree. 100%. Remind me, Chris. Ronnie Beaver. Hope they go for extra time penalties. Yeah, fingers crossed. Martin's here. Hi, Martin, mate. I didn't sort of say hello then. Sorry. Hey, Ghost and Kings. This is always good. Another Martin. Feel sorry for Jesus. Exactly. But who knows what'll happen with him? Blue Moon FC. You're doing a quality job, Tom. Look forward to more as the channel grows. Yeah, fingers crossed. Next Thursday we'll be back and we'll be doing some more things and bits and bobs like that. I always like to keep you guys entertained. It's what I'm here for. But yeah, Shedder's One says nil on extra time and pens, lots of red cards and injuries would be perfect. It certainly would be. That would be very nice. Obviously, nobody too injured because we don't like injuries in football as such. But a few injuries that put them out for 3 or 4 weeks wouldn't be too bad, would it? City Chippy says whoever wins, if they injure a couple of key players from each side, that is the best result for us. It certainly is. It certainly is. Come on, Blues, we need more likes. We do indeed. Who do you think should be our left back? Get a player in from the academy team. I really think Cancelo will be our left back. Because if once Walker comes back, that'll be the strongest sort of way we can go because they're the strongest 2 fullbacks we have at the club. Chris Baker says, "Sing us a song." I'm not singing any songs. I don't sing. I only chant. Honestly, I'm not singing any songs. Only at weddings or I've had too much to drink, probably, Chris, and then we might get one. Although if we're doing that drinking game where we talk about Martin saying it's only opinions, the amount of times we probably might get a chant out of me or a song. Michael Feeney says, great stream tonight, Tom. Looking forward to your stream on Thursday. Give a like. Tom is doing a great job. Thank you, Michael. Yeah. Thank you for, the questions the other week from yourself. It was good to get it starting, and it's nice to have the comments after the videos as well from yourself and others, to give me the support. Andy says, nah, Lynn's going to be our new presenter. We've negotiated a contract for her before January transfer window. We certainly have. We've got her on a good contract. She loves it. Carl says, Jesus got a good goal. Hope he gets more. Fingers crossed it's the turn for him. Total football is played by only Manchester City. It certainly is. Yes, Tom, sing us a song. Yes, sing us a song, Thomas. Martin, I'm not singing you a bloody song. Mendy doesn't really work in the side. No, he doesn't. Come on, Thomas. It's your initiation. Footballers have to do it. I'm not a footballer. You said you were here to entertain us, mate. Entertain you on footballing purposes, not singing. I'm not singing. Sing Michael Jumper. Remember this. I don't know the words, unfortunately. Watch along back Tuesday. Yeah, get back with Martin. Man City versus West Brom. Watch along with Mr. Horsfield himself. Shedders One says, great job, Tom. Keep up the good work. Thank you, mate. Bod's ganging up on Tom the singer. Exactly. It's not fair, is it? Andy says, Lynn's late night debate. That could be a Friday. It could replace the Friday night social. Man City, he nearly lost it then. No, I didn't. We know you're not a footballer. You're a keeper. I'm a centre-back, actually. I'm a centre-back. I mentioned this last week. Are you on your own, Tom, because you think you're better than the other guys? No. I just asked to do it, and I thought, oh yeah, come on and do it with you guys. Sing us Blue Moon. No. Oh, my dad's coming now. Sing the John Stones song, Tom. Right, guys. Is the John Stones song okay for my initiation song? Is that okay? Get in the comments, say yes. I'll sing the John Stones song if I get yeses in the comments. That's the only thing I'll sing. The one where it talks about his biggies from Barnsley and all that sort of stuff. I'll actually chant it as well for you, if you really want me to. If that's what the fans want, I will sing the John Stones chant. So get yourselves in the comments, give us your opinions. Say yes if you want us. Yes, go on, Tom. Come on, Tim. Sing your favourite song. Yes. There you go. It's all coming on now, isn't it? Tommy's brilliant, giving me an evening off. Thanks, Tom. I appreciated it, buddy. You're welcome. And you're one of the leaders of the pack for getting me to sing this song now. Do it to get a few claps in there as if I'm on terraces because I haven't done it for a few months. He's big, he's from Barnsley and he's number 5. Yeah, he's big, he's from Barnsley and he's number 5. Everybody needs a John Stones in the middle. Everybody needs a John. Everybody needs a John Stones in the middle. Everybody needs a John. He's big, he's from Barnsley and he's number 5. That's all you're getting from that. That's not too bad. Come on. Will that do? Any more chant requests? I might do one more for you. I might do one more. Come on. Tom is amazing. Hit that like button for him. Thank you. Any more City chant requests? Get them in now. We can end on Tom's karaoke for the last few minutes, actually. One more. People are saying, not too bad, Tom. Yeah, exactly. You know, I'm not a singer. I've never been a singer, but I can sing a chant pretty well. I can get a chant started. Ask the guys who know me in and around my football team. I'm not singing Blue Moon. I'm not singing Blue Moon. My dulcet tones won't do that very well. Thank you, Mervyn Thomas. Well done, Tom. Thank you for that. I appreciate that, buddy. And he has to play the guitar now, Thomas sang. Exactly. He has to sing Buddy Wonderwall. That's what he has to do now. Tom joined the X Factor. I won't be joining X Factor anytime soon. If they do a football chant one, I can do that for you, no problem. I might go on for the... Should I just go on for the laugh one time? Imagine. I've got a few claps there. Smash the like button, please. Can't wait for Martin's song. Martin never did one. Marvin never bloody did one. That's great, Mervyn. It certainly is. That's absolutely brilliant. I'm not Zabaleta's song, Tom. Dad, I can't be singing that. It's got swearing in it. We've got different viewers from different worlds and different things. We can't be having any swearing. Want to see Martin and others sing. Exactly. Everybody else has to sing now. Thanks, Mervyn. Superstar. Sing Neville's song. Sing the Neville's song. Left it late, but good win. It certainly was, Tim Smith. Hope you're well. When the blue skies are grey. Come on, guys. Let's see. The Zabba songs. The Zabba song's getting a few votes. Right then. Who wants the Zabba song? I give you permission. Oh God. I did. Did you? Oh, okay then. Like video for Tom. Sing again. Nessun Dorma. You'll have to give me a few weeks to get my voice. I have to get a few lockets down me or something to, you know. I've set the bar now. Right. People wouldn't have a letter now. I got permission to swear. Pablo Zabaleta, he is the fucking man. He is the Argentinian. He's harder than Yapstan. He plays in blue and white for Pellegrini's men. And when we win the league, we'll sing this song again. There you go. There's Pablo Zabaleta. He is the man by Tom Hudson or Thomas Hudson, whichever one you want to talk. Lynn, put your hand over your ears. Oh dear, yeah, exactly. She won't be happy about that. Tom is the effing man. Yeah. I am. I try. Absolutely class. Thank you very much. I got permission from Andy, so that's the only reason I did that one. There you go. Superb. Lucy will love that. Well, maybe she will, maybe she won't. It makes no difference because, you know, she's already got a boyfriend, as I keep telling you all. Needs like a back coach, and yeah, we do, and then we can all start singing it again. Yeah. Right, go on. 3 is the magic number, as they say. Go on, put one more in, and then I'm going to wrap it up. Oh, Tom swore naughty. You never swear, Martin, do you? You know, let's get a swearing collaborate. Let's get a swearing montage of you. Got to go now, bye. Be safe. Yeah, cheers, Tim. Thank you. Do you sing to Lucy? No, I don't sing to Lucy, Martin. Honestly, some of the comments you bring up here, honestly, it's ridiculous. I have the right mind to block you, to time you out for 5 minutes for saying that, but I'll let you off. Yeah. So go on, guys. One more song in the comments. I'll do one more because we can make it free, and then I'll wrap it up there. Then one more song. Should I block him? All right, then. We'll put Martin in a timeout. I've got the permission from Chris. Martin, so long, farewell. We never win at home, we never win away. Okay. Andy's spoken. Andy, I'm allowed to use the expletives as well in this. We've got Vincent Company as well. Oh, okay, we've got 2 now. Ooh. That's a good one. Right, guys. If you want, we never win at home, we never win away. Put that, whatever you like. So long, farewell, good riddance. Exactly. We don't need people taking the mick. Swear, Tom, swear. Bloody hell. People want us to swear. Why is Martin blocked? Because he was talking about who I sing to and stuff and bringing up Lucy, who's just a mate. And he knows that it winds me up and he just does it on purpose. I never wind him up on his. Ban him. No, we've just timed him out for 5 minutes. Right, guys, we've got We Never Win. We've somebody said Bernardo song. So we've got We Never Win. How about this, guys? Put number 1 if you want We Never Win. Put number 2 if you want Vincent Kompany's song. That way we can sort of work it out. I'll take the first 6 votes. The first to get to 5 is the one that I will sing. After the song, can you do it? Well done, Tom. Big balls timing out a presenter. It's good. 1. Oh, we got 1. 2 1s so far. All the ones are coming in now. All the ones are coming in now. We got 5. We got 5. So we are singing We Never Win at Home, We Never Win Away. Oh, God, here we go. We never win at home and we never win away. We lost last week and we lost today. We don't give a, because we're all MCFC. Okay. There you go. I won't swear for this one. I won't swear for it. Because Martin's come back. Don't worry, Tom, I will get my revenge. See, he's come back, you see. So I thought, do you have a dog to do some tricks? We are getting a dog soon, Andy. So that'll be in about 2 months' time. I'll start doing tricks. I'll start doing tricks. That's Paul, no swearing. I say, no, I did enough swearing at Mendy and Mahrez in that game, so this is like exciting Saturday night opportunity knocks or something. Something like that, Chris. Something like that. Bring him up good. Thank you. Tom, how rude to time me out. I'm really confused now. Oh, there you go. Anyway, so then, guys, that's good. That's going to be me wrapping it up now. Tom's Tuesday's tricks with Tanya Catchy. Yeah, we can do. That is it for tonight. So we have talked about the game Manchester City versus Cheltenham. We won 3-1. Absolutely, absolutely brilliant result. We won, so I'm very happy about that. Can't time me out now. No, probably not. To be fair, probably can't. Tell us a joke. I only have one joke really. What's the most common type of owl? A tea towel. Anyway, that's the only sort of joke I have. 1 more hour. I could do 1 more hour. I could do 1 more hour. Cheers, Tom. Give my love to Lucy. Good show. Brilliant. Great show, Tom. No. Well done, son. Cheers, Dad. Well done, Tom. You're a star, mate. Thank you. Good show, Tom. Cheers, mate. Like the video. Yeah, please do. Martin, stop using my comment bar. Exactly. I was confused then, Andy. I was confused then. He's talking about his revenge. But yeah, anyway, this has been Man City Fan TV. I am Tom. Thank you very much for joining me. We've had all sorts this evening. We've had, chants. We've had everything. Everything's been here. We've had City chants. We've had 3. If you haven't seen him, scroll back about 15 minutes and you'll see me singing. Not the best. We could probably do this every week if you want to send your requests in. But yeah, we've had 3 chants. We've talked about the game. We've had a good discussion. So I hope everybody has a good evening and a good rest of the weekend. I hope everybody's taking care. Remember, keep safe. Keep your families safe. Everybody look after yourselves. And I'll see you maybe in the next week or so. But if not, I will see you next Thursday when we're talking about the season so far. So everybody take care, look after yourselves, give the video a like and subscribe, obviously, and take care, guys.